welcome to the Day 54 recap of the 2016-2017 NBA season. If you learn anything today, if you learn anything at all, it's never mentioned DeMarcus Cousins family whatever you do.
You're gonna have some real f***ing issues. Don't ever mention my brother again. You don't know my f***ing brother.
Okay, that's good.
Coward. You say whatever the f*** you want to say about me, but don't mention my mother family.
Well, I mean, actually, let me stop talking about it right now, because if I ever see this man, I don't want him coming at me too. Basically, he went off on a reporter yesterday because the reporter said something about his brother, and he let him have it. DeMarcus Cousins let him have it, and don't mention DeMarcus Cousins' family, but mention that the Kings gotta win. If you see DeMarcus Cousins, smile and say, "Yo, good job on your win, good job," but just pat him on the back, do something, just do something. Don't get on DeMarcus Cousins' bad side. Just don't do it. I'm warning you, don't do it. The Kings beat the Grizzlies last night. The Kings beat the Grizzlies. DeMarcus Cousins had 22 points, 9 rebounds. All good job, DeMarcus Cousins. You are DeMarcus Cousins. Don't go on a tirade on me, DeMarcus Cousins. I know I've said some things about you, DeMarcus Cousins. I'm sorry, DeMarcus Cousins. Yeah, 22 points, 9 rebounds. The Kings got to win over the Grizzlies and spoil Mike Conley's return. Yay. I don't know how it's possible. Don't ask me. It didn't happen to me, but somehow Brook Lopez has managed to do the impossible. This man has managed to die twice. He has managed to get his career ended twice. I guess Larry Nance Jr. didn't quite finish him off, but last night Jeff Green did, yo. It is over, Brook Lopez. I don't know how you were still alive after the Larry Nance thing, but you survived and you tried again, and now you're dead. Don't get up, don't jump again, just stay down on the ground, Brook Lopez. That's all I gotta say. Stay down, Brook Lopez. You know, earlier in the season, Mike D'Antoni was asked if Brook Lopez hitting a bunch of hook shots in the paint, a bunch of running hook shots in the paint, was worrying him at all. And you know what his response was? Nah, I ain't worried. They just twos. This man literally doesn't know how to take a two-pointer. Last night the Rockets attempted 61 threes. 61 threes, and they set a new NBA record for most threes in a regular season game. They hit 24 of the 61 threes. 61 threes. They only took 33 shots that weren't threes that game. That is freaking insane. And of course, they went on and beat the New Orleans Pelicans. No big surprise there, The Houston Rockets are 20-7 on the year. 20-7 on the year, I don't care how good you thought the Rockets were going to be coming into the season. No one saw 20-7 coming. I don't care who you are, how big of a Rockets fan you are. 20-7 is just ridiculous. They're only a couple games behind the Spurs, and only a few games still behind the Golden State Warriors. James Harden, of course, has a huge part to do with that. Last night he had another triple-double, 29 points, 13 assists, and 11 rebounds, and only 4 turnovers. He's been doing a much better job with the turnovers as of late. James Harden is out here freaking balling, just like Eric Gordon is still out here freaking balling. This man's career has been saved by Houston. I can't remember the last time Eric Gordon has played so many games in the regular season already, and the Rockets are only 27 games into the regular season, and his career has been revived. Last night, 7 of 12 from 3, 29 points and 10 of 17 shooting, and 28 minutes off the Houston Rockets bench. I was on Reddit yesterday and I saw the perfect description of Giannis Antetokounmpo. Someone described him as LeBron James in Kevin Durant's body, and I couldn't word it any more perfect. That's exactly what he is. He is LeBron James in Kevin Durant's body. That long, stringy body, not much mass, not much bulk, but he plays like he's LeBron James out there. He bulls himself into the paint. He's not the best shooter, not the strongest shooter, but he's progressing, and I think that's exactly what he could end up as, basically, as long as he keeps progressing like this. His court vision still needs a little bit of work. It's getting a lot better, but Giannis Antetokounmpo is LeBron James stuck in Kevin Durant's body. Imagine if he had LeBron James' body, it wouldn't even be fair. If he had like LeBron James' bulk in Kevin Durant's body, that would be just freaking ridiculous. Could you imagine Giannis Antetokounmpo with LeBron James' muscle mass? LeBron James's unique specimen of a body, but then like the length of Kevin Durant. That would be so unfair. Then last night the Milwaukee Bucks bullied the Chicago Bulls again, they straight up bullied the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls only scored 69 points, 69 points, and 32 in the second half overall. The Milwaukee Bucks didn't even need to score in the fourth quarter to get a win over the Chicago Bulls. That's how bad it was. If the Milwaukee Bucks didn't score at all in the fourth quarter, they still would have beat the Chicago Bulls 95-69. Giannis Antetokounmpo had 22 points, 7 rebounds, 11 assists, 3 steals, and a block. So pure dominance, and he was the main reason, And the Chicago Bulls are now 500 on the year, and the Milwaukee Bucks are looking like they could sneak into the Eastern Conference playoff situation. They are now 13-12 on the year. I swear on everything, if my Pistons don't learn how to win freaking 2 games in a row, how hard is it to win 2 games in a row? I'm sick of this win one, lose one, win one, lose one. No, win, 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 win. That's all I want to see, some wins. They dropped a game to the Washington Wizards yesterday. They lost to the Washington Wizards 108 to 122, give 122 points to the Washington Wizards. That's not acceptable. I will hand it to John Wall and Bradley Beal, though. They went out there and did their thing, yo. John Wall had 29 points, 11 rebounds, 3 steals. Bradley Beal had 25 points too. I will give it to them that they went out there and did their thing. And I don't know what the heck is going on with the Pistons, yo. I honestly don't know what to say. I know it's still, I don't know what to say. The Lakers needed this win so bad. If they went out and lost to Philly, if the Lakers lost to Philly and went on a 9-game losing streak, it would have been devastating. I can't imagine it beginning much worse than that. They got the win 100 to 89 on the Philadelphia 76ers behind Julius Randle's 25 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. So, you know, Julius Randle was out there hooping. You know, he did not want to take another L. You know, he found out that there are other letters in the alphabet. He was like, yo, let me get some of them W's over there. Them look pretty nice. And he got one. It's finally good to see the Lakers win again. Hopefully this gets them back on track. Like I said before, they kind of hurt themselves a bit with their playoff hopes. I mean, when going on that 8-game losing streak, going to 10-18, now they're 11-18, you know, that just set them so far back. And unless they had like played phenomenal basketball the rest of the season, I think they might have shot themselves in both of the foot. You know, both their feet have been shot trying to make the playoffs right now, so it's gonna take a lot. And the Charlotte Hornets continue to slide. Yo, they lost to the Boston Celtics last night, 96 to 88. Isaiah Thomas returned to action for the Celtics. That was huge. They needed him in all of the 26 points that he would give them. Yo, Isaiah Thomas led the game in scoring with 26 points. Al Horford had another good game. Al Horford has been off and on. You know, he'll play a couple of nice games, then he'll like slump back a bit. Then he'll play another couple of nice games. Yesterday was a nice game. Yo, he had 18 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and 5 blocks. So Al Horford coming into the season wasn't known as a shot blocker whatsoever. That's what the freaking Atlanta Hawks needed last year, with some shot blocking, some rim protection, and some rebounding. He's still not a good rebounder whatsoever, but he's been a much better shot blocker in some of these games for the Boston Celtics. And for the Hornets, you know, they were out Kemba Walker, so that definitely hurt because, you know, he's the leader of their team. He's their main point getter. And last night, Nicholas Batum tried his best to fill into that role. He did a good job. Yo, he had 22 points, he had 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals as well. So he had a really good game, but the Charlotte Hornets just couldn't get any production from really anyone else off that squad. I mean, they really needed Kemba Walker last night. The Atlanta Hawks showed some fight and they beat a really good team last night in a very close game. The Atlanta Hawks beat the freaking Toronto Raptors despite the Toronto Raptors making a great effort in the fourth quarter. Yo, the Toronto Raptors went off at 39 points in the fourth quarter, so they were determined to win, but they just ran out of time. Dwight Howard has been having an extremely good year for the Atlanta Hawks. He's been having a resurgent year. Last night he had 27 points and 15 rebounds. He was absolutely out there dominating. And Dennis Schroeder has also been having a really good year. The Atlanta Hawks have been struggling at times, but Dennis Schroeder has been thriving. 24 points and 6 assists. And Kyle Korver has been coming off the bench these past couple of games. He had been off to a really rough start this season. Kyle Korver had not been having a good start this season shooting the ball, but coming off the bench these past couple of games, ironically, he has. Yo, last night he had 19 points and 6 of 10 shooting from 3. In the game before that, he had 12 points and 4 of 5 shooting from 3. You know, so, you know, Kyle Korver is thriving off the bench when he was struggling in the starting lineup. So, you know, sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes it takes a demotion to play like you got a promotion. The Utah Jazz continue to win, and it took Rodney Hood at the freaking buzzer. Yo, Rodney Hood dribbles up for a 3 at the buzzer, sinks it. Jazz win, avoid overtime. Jazz beat the freaking Dallas Mavericks, who almost scared the Utah Jazz, surprisingly. Jazz are now 17-10 on the year, still without most improved player candidate if he can get healthy and actually play some games, George Hill. Yo, Hassan Whiteside trash talked DeAndre Jordan. Hassan Whiteside was calling out DeAndre Jordan, and Hassan Whiteside got put into his place by DeAndre Jordan. See, you don't want to trash talk too much in the NBA, especially when it's against a pretty good player like DeAndre Jordan. Now, DeAndre Jordan might not be able to do much on the offensive end. I mean, he'll catch a few louds, get a few putbacks, you know, that's what he does. But on the defensive end and rebounding, he will mess you up, and that's what he did last night. Yo, he had 12 points, 19 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Hassan Whiteside did put up a fight. Yo, he had 11 points and 17 rebounds. But DeAndre Jordan did get the better of him last night as his team, the Los Angeles Clippers, will beat the Miami Heat just like they should have. And that about wraps it up for all the action from the Day 54 recap of the 2016-2017 NBA season. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, and subscribe if you haven't already for more daily NBA videos. And you guys already know what that means, that I'll be right back here tomorrow recapping the action from tonight. So until then, keep getting the Bucks, Team SDC, and I'm out of here.
Peace.